What must people incorporate in their Social Security decisions?
So there's a lot. When we're talking about how do we incorporate into Social Security decisions, we have to look at where your income is coming from. We have to look at your tax scenario. We have to look at your legacy planning. All of those different pieces are incorporated into the Social Security decision. For example, I had a client recently who I met last year and I hadn't seen for a year. Like I met him, we met, I think it was like 2 or 3 times. You know, he was a really good fit for our firm. When somebody's usually a good fit for our firm, they become a client. He didn't. I never heard from him. Okay, he didn't like me. I said something he didn't like. That happens, you know, rarely, but it happens. Mm-hmm. And so fast forward a year, he calls up. He's like, "Hey, I want to be a client now. I'm sorry. I had pneumonia. I was in the hospital." You know, he's like, "I'm ready. I'm ready. You know, I'm retiring at about 66. He's like, "I'm going to retire at 66. I'm going to take Social Security right away." I'm like, "You can come. You can be a client. You're not taking Social Security yet." Why? I thought most people say to take it as soon as they retire.
Interesting.
Great point. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
No, his situation, he was, how do I say it? He was overweight in a stock that he had outside of his retirement accounts. And he had a lot of that stock. And for him, we needed to reduce his exposure to that and do it in a way that was still very tax efficient.
Interesting.
So the plan is for when he retires to not take Social Security for the next 2 years, to sell about $90,000 worth of capital gains. This is a lot, by the way, and each in that stock for 2 years, live off of that gain, and then take Social Security at 69. So at 66, 67, 68, and then 69, take Social Security. So because a couple things. Because there's a certain limit, there's a certain threshold when you're a married couple filing jointly where you can get a certain amount of capital gains without paying taxes on it. That's what we're doing, but you can't have any other income. So what we're doing is we're basically creating a plan. We're mapping out when he's going to take his income, where that income is going to come from, and how we can do it in the most tax efficient way. That's the goal for this gentleman.
Got it.
So we're reducing the exposure. And then, oh, by the way, he's going to get more Social Security. He's going to get that for the rest of his life. And Social Security is taxed less than other income.
Oh, really?
It's taxed less than money that you would get from a pension. It's taxed less than money you would take from an IRA or 401k or 403b or 457. It's less. Now, some cases it's not taxed at all, but that's not for most people. But either way, less is better. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to schedule a 15-minute phone call, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and we look forward to talking to you soon.